welcome to my Scoot Farm. Happy National Spinach Day. In honor of today, we're reading Sylvia's Spinach by Katherine Pryor, illustrated by Anna Rath, and stick around after because we will be making a really fun recipe afterwards. Sylvia Spivens always said no to spinach. No spinach with my eggs, no spinach in my soup, no spinach on my sandwich. No spinach ever. Sylvia's parents sighed as she pulled the spinach from her lasagna, plucked the spinach from her salad, and pushed every last leaf to the tippiest tip of her plate. But it's good for you, said Sylvia's mother. You need your growing food, said Sylvia's father. No, thank you, said Sylvia. On a drizzly gray day in March, Sylvia's teacher had an announcement. Class, we're going to start a garden. We'll grow peas and lettuce and carrots. We'll grow potatoes and tomatoes and squash. We'll grow cucumbers and radishes and spinach. Blech, said Sylvia. The teacher handed each student a packet of seeds. Wouldn't you know it, Sylvia got spinach. Double blech, said Sylvia. Sylvia tried to trade her for Penelope's peas. No way, said Penelope, rolling the little green balls in her hand. She tried to trade for cucumbers, tomatoes, or squash. Nope, said Carlos. Forget it, said Terry. Sorry, said Sam. Sylvia asked her teacher to please give her another vegetable, any other vegetable. I'm sorry, Sylvia, said her teacher. There aren't any more. Sylvia was stuck with spinach. Sylvia tore open the packet and looked at the little brown seeds in her hand. Sylvia's seeds looked so unspinachy. Sylvia followed her teacher's instructions and covered each seed with a thin layer of dirt. Then she sprinkled the seeds with water and put them in the classroom's sunniest window. Now what? Said Sylvia. Now we wait, said her teacher. Days passed, and the dirt still looked like dirt. The peas were the first to sprout, shooting up out of the dirt like tiny beanstalks. Sylvia's dirt still looked like dirt. The cucumbers and squash sprouted next, sending up 2 round leaves out of each seed. Sylvia's dirt still looked like dirt. One by one, all of the other seeds sprouted. Stupid spinach, muttered Sylvia. On the first sunny day in April, Sylvia's spinach sprouted, sending 2 long shoots poking out of the dirt. The plants were much smaller than Sylvia's finger, but strong enough to push their way out toward the sun. There you are, Sylvia shouted. My spinach! Every day, Sylvia checked on her baby spinach. Good morning, she whispered. She watered her spinach and made sure it got just exactly the right amount of sunlight. And every day, Sylvia's spinach grew a little bit taller and a little bit stronger. On a blue sky day in May, the students planted their garden. They planted peas and carrots and lettuce. They planted potatoes and tomatoes and squash. They planted cucumbers and radishes, and Sylvia planted her spinach. Weeks passed. The sun shone. The rain rained. And every day, Sylvia's spinach got a little bit bigger and a little bit rounder. The peas sent long, wavy shoots up toward the sky. The cucumbers and squash grew big, rough leaves that even the slugs wouldn't eat. By the last week of school, Penelope's pea plants had beautiful white flowers, but no peas. Terry's tomato plants had tiny yellow star flowers, but no tomatoes. Carlos's cucumbers and Sam's squash had big yellow flowers the size of Sylvia's hand, but no cucumbers or squash. There were only 3 vegetables ready to eat in the garden: lettuce, radishes, and Sylvia's spinach. "Class, the best part about having a garden is eating what we've grown," said Sylvia's teacher. So the class nibbled on fresh lettuce. They bit into fat red radishes, and everyone munched on bright green spinach leaves. Everyone except Sylvia. Sylvia sniffed the spinach. It didn't smell that bad. Then Sylvia stuck out her tongue, licked. It didn't taste bad. Finally, Sylvia opened her mouth and bit that spinach leaf in half. Crunch. "Not bad," said a very surprised Sylvia. As the other students picked a little of this and a little of that to take home to their families, Sylvia picked bunches and bunches of spinach. After school, Sylvia raced home to deliver her spinach. "Look, Mom, look, Dad," called Sylvia. "Look at my spinach." "It's beautiful," said her mother. "It looks scrumptious," said her father. "But Sylvia, what will we do with it?" asked her mother. "You don't like spinach." "I tried it, Mom," Sylvia said. "It's good. We can do anything we want with it." That night, Sylvia tried spinach in her lasagna. She nibbled spinach in her salad, and wouldn't you know it, Sylvia's spinach was delicious. The next day, Sylvia ate spinach with her eggs. She ate spinach in her soup. She ate spinach on her sandwich. And that was the summer Sylvia Spivens said yes to spinach. All right, let's go cook. Okay, we're going to make a quiche with spinach, feta, and shallots. Perfect for this time of year. So to start, we're going to saute some vegetables. Let's go. So I sliced up a shallot. They're great at during the early springtime. And we'll let these saute till they're nice and starting to become translucent on medium to medium-high heat. Now that the shallots are becoming slightly brown and translucent, we're going to add our spinach. And I have probably about three big handfuls here. And we just want to let it cook down for another minute. Now we'll start creating our egg mixture by cracking 4 eggs into a bowl. And we'll add 1 cup of milk. We'll whisk this together. Add some salt and pepper. And by the time we finish this, I think our vegetables will be just perfect. Let's see. So this is what our vegetables look like. Now we'll grab our crust and we will assemble it. Okay, so I have a crust that we already made and pre-baked for about 10 minutes at 375. You can do this with any crust recipe or a store-bought crust, or watch our other video on Pie Day for our homemade crust recipe. Then what we're going to do is start by putting in our vegetables. Kind of distribute them evenly around the pan. And if my mixture needed a little bit more pepper, I'm going to add maybe half of our cheese first. Then our egg mixture. And then some more cheese. Now we're going to bake this for 35 to 40 minutes until the eggs have cooked all the way. And we'll check in then. It's been 35 minutes, so let's check on our quiche. I gave the pan a little jiggle and it looks like it is done. So When the center seems firm, you know, it's not wiggling around, then you are done. To prevent any burning of your crust, if it wasn't done and you're afraid your crust is going to burn, you can cover the edges with some tin foil and let the quiche cool before you serve it to about room temperature. And I also want to mention that you can add whatever you like in your quiche. If you don't like feta cheese, you can just do like cheddar, or you can add some tomatoes. Have fun with it and enjoy the spinach. Happy Spinach Day!